It was mind-blowing seeing Luka Doncic make his debut for the Lakers yesterday against the Utah Jazz. And, the trade happened, over a week ago? But there was Luka Doncic in a gold Lakers jersey making his debut. I actually had a joke before where I was like, that first, Lawrence Tanter, the legendary Lakers public address announcer, that first three-pointer, Luka Doncic, is just going to be mind-blowing. And it was, with the roar of the Lakers crowd, as the three was his first basket of his Lakers career. That's crazy. It's still crazy to see it. There really isn't. I have no big picture thoughts yet on the Lakers, especially after the Mark Williams trade got rescinded because the Hornets tried to do the thing where you have a very rare holographic card, but it's bent in half, and you try to hide the crease in the middle, and it's like, oh no, look, this rare holographic card, and you just leave them with it, and it's like, hey, wait, no, this card is bent. Terrible analogy, but you catch my drift. The physical was failed, and the Hornets just tried to leave them with, basically, the Hornets basically tried to pull a fast one on the Lakers. And I don't have any, big picture thoughts yet of what their playoff outlook looks like, but you could just see immediately just LeBron, Luka, and Austin Reeves, who, again, the Mavericks somehow did not get in that trade, just having an offensive engine on the court at all times. And, for Austin Reeves, he's been fantastic this year, and he's been on a heater lately. The Lakers just have an offensive engine on the floor at all times. You could stagger LeBron and Luka, which is what JJ Redick did yesterday. It's still so crazy. And then you could kind of go with small, big lineups because LeBron and Luka are both 6'7", 6'8", whatever they are. Rui Hachimura is 6'9". Gabe Vincent, 6'3". By the way, Gabe Vincent is starting to turn into 2023 playoffs Gabe Vincent lately for the Lakers. If that, comes to fruition after being very disappointing last year, that kind of adds a new element. Dorian Finney-Smith, Jackson Hayes has the easiest job in the world. Literally, the first two baskets of the Lakers game yesterday was Jackson Hayes lobs from both LeBron and Luka, if I remember correctly. And I know it was the Utah Jazz, but it was still very surreal just to see that Luka has a new partner now that is super athletic in transition that he could just throw outlet passes to, which was one of the plays he had yesterday. Of course, the three is probably going to take some time to come along, and I am interested to see how often Luka is willing to shoot off the catch. But I mean, at that point, this is just nitpicky stuff I'm interested in. These two are just going to be so good together. LeBron hit a crazy fadeaway yesterday. You could just see on Luka's face. It was just this smile, oh, goddamn, he's on my team now. It's just going to be a lot of interesting dynamics at play. And JJ Redick has a lot to work with here just because, like I said, you have Reeves, Luka, and LeBron. The best part about Reeves is he's just a natural off-the-catch shooter too, along with being a creator. I just really like that the Lakers have three big playmakers. I know I'm harping on that, but it was just very apparent yesterday. Now, there's obviously going to be some tough competition. There are definitely, I guess they defended well yesterday. It's the Utah Jazz again, even though Will Hardy is a good coach. This is just a rebuilding team. So I am interested to see what the defense looks like against stiffer competition, obviously, but just surreal to see Luka in the purple and gold. Yesterday felt like just one of those landmark NBA events, and I know I'm getting sports hot takey here or sports radio big picture here or whatever it is, but sometimes you have to. This was just a landmark event in NBA history, and I don't remember the last time we've had that. We've had a few during the 2010s and obviously during the 2020s. We've had some both unfortunate and also some interesting landmark events that have happened in the NBA. But as far as this magnitude and the fact that it's unprecedented, a 25-year-old superstar, global superstar, just got sent to the most famous franchise, one of the most famous franchises in sports. This is absolutely a landmark history. And he's playing with one of the 2 best players of all time. This is wild dynamics. Now, again, I have to go back to the Mark Williams thing. The Lakers center position, their center situation does scare me a lot. Jackson Hayes is definitely a lob target, but I just wonder defensively how they're gonna, survive. You're obviously gonna have to get some buy-in from Luka. You're gonna have to get more from LeBron now that he has less of a workload to carry with Luka on the team. There's gonna have to be a collective way to patch up the issues you would have in the middle, but offensively, this team is just going to be sick to watch. They really are. And also, I do want to say one thing with, LeBron and Luka playing off of each other. We do have to remember that Luka has been more willing to play off the ball lately ever since the Mavericks traded for Kyrie Irving to make Luka the running mate and the foreseeable running mate for the next few years until this crazy trade happened. But Luka had been more willing to play off the ball, especially all of last season. And then the season before that, they tried to integrate it a little bit more. But last season, they definitely got a hold of it. And Luka was more willing to, 1, push the ball in transition, but 2, also play off the ball sometimes so Kyrie can cook. He shot more catch and shoot threes for him. So I think it's going to be fine. We will see, but man, this is just going to be an interesting close to the season post All-Star break.